Welcome to Gutter Trash, episode 214. 14. John dies at the end.
Spoiler.
My name is Eric.
And I'm Jason.
I know, last episode, if you're a listener, I picked a completely different movie. And, much like a woman, it is my prerogative to change my mind whenever I feel like it. So I did, about the movie we watched.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had initially chosen The Son of Rambo.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out something and said, fuck that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't realize why you changed your mind.
Oh, you want to know why?
Yeah.
Because I found out that John Dies at the End was going to be on demand starting this weekend.
Oh, okay. Well,
and I have been very excited to see that movie. And I said, hey, let's watch that instead.
Sweet.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
I thought maybe you found out, like, the producers of Son of Rambo, like, exploited Laotian children or something.
They may have.
Yeah.
But that doesn't bother me.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
No, did you, well, never mind. Ooh, fancy. I wanted to watch this movie for quite a while now.
Yeah, where'd you hear about this movie?
I read part of the book.
Yeah. So it's based on a book.
It's based on a book.
Mm-hmm.
That I bought a while ago. There's even it's a book by David Wong, not the real name of the writer. I can't recall the real name of the writer right off the top of my head. But that is his pen name. And, the first book is called, John Dies at the End. And, there was a sequel that came out about a couple of months ago called, This Book is Full of Spiders. Seriously, dude, don't touch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So David Wong.
Yes.
Is also the, fictional main character of the film.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the book is, written by the character in the movie.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So I've read, because I don't read a lot. It seems like every time I do read, it's usually something for the show specifically. And then, in the rest of my free time, I'm not reading.
Well, it's hard to read while you're masturbating.
It is, yeah. Unless it's Penthouse Forum.
Oh, then it's easy.
Yeah.
But it's still hard, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I had tried to read this book, and totally enjoyed what I had read.
Mm-hmm.
And when I found out that there was going to be a movie, I got excited, especially to find out that Paul Giamatti was going to be in it, and Clancy Brown.
Two awesome fellas.
Hell yeah, there. And directed by Don Coscarelli, who is probably most famous for directing the Phantasm movies.
Really?
Yeah.
I was trying to say, was it Clancy Brown in that, but I was thinking of the Highlander. Right?
Yeah. And of course he also directed Bubba Hotep.
Oh, that's that guy?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a little more sense than Phantasm.
There.
What? Phantasm in this movie? I would never have guessed that they were made by the same person.
I could see that.
Really?
They're both weird and out there.
Well, yeah.
I mean, Phantasm's terrible. But
well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, they're weird and out there in completely different ways. Probably.
Yeah. But like this one is slightly more coherent.
Yeah. And then and fun.
Yeah.
And Bubba Hotep was fun
Right.
coherent. So, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, we are not fans of the Phantasm movie. You can go back and listen to our review of it with Matt Brassfield.
It was kind of fun, but
It was
in a bad way.
in a very bad way. Yeah.
Like it's like it was fun because you're like, what the fuck is supposed to be going on?
Right.
But it's not going on. Yeah. But yeah, you can listen to that later.
Yeah.
Earlier.
But yeah, we so I think I'm glad that I saw Bubba Hotep before I ever saw Phantasm, because I don't know that I would ever have
Checked out the Hotel.
right, or checked out anything else that guy would ever do.
Right.
So clearly the guy learned his craft
Right.
between Phantasm and Bubba Hotep.
I saw Phantasm first, and then I saw Bubba Hotep. But then I saw Phantasm again.
Right.
But I actually was not a big fan of Bubba Hotep. Like, I thought it was alright.
Mhm.
And I thought it was a cool concept and it was funny. But to me, it was more, it was like dragged out, kind of, I thought. But I don't know.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. I enjoyed it more on a second viewing.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I first saw it, like I actually saw it at the theater, and I think we even have already talked about all this before, but like I enjoyed it, like I definitely enjoyed it for what it was, and I
Right.
enjoyed, of course, Bruce Campbell's performance and Ossie Davis, and just the whole thing, the concept of it. But a little slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then, when it came out on DVD, I watched it again, and I was like, oh, no, I really, really enjoyed it.
I saw it at the Neon. That's the
Yeah.
last time I've seen it, so I never gave it a second chance. So. But this movie, I would give this a second chance.
I would totally give this a second chance.
Not that it needs one, because I liked it the first time.
Exactly. If anything, I almost have to say that this movie moves too fast.
It's pretty fast moving.
Yeah. I think, because obviously, there's never any, unless you're Peter Jackson and have the clout to make, 17 movies based on a book,
Right.
to adapt everything about it. Most books, that get adapted into movies are very, very truncated.
Right. They get trimmed around the edges.
Right. And so, as I've said, I've actually never finished reading this book, but everything in this movie was in the book.
Okay.
So, they basically only took, like, the first third and made a movie.
Oh wow. So I mean, like, you've read all of the things that we watched.
Yeah.
Okay. And okay. I see
Right.
what you're saying.
Yeah. And there's still, like, 300 pages left of the
Wow.
book that I have not read yet.
So is the and there's already a sequel to the book, but there's no
Yeah.
sequel to the movie.
Right.
So he's way ahead of schedule on the books.
Yeah.
Well, this movie is a little bizarre and complex, but would you like to try to nutshell the plot for the viewer? Or at least
Ooh.
enough that they kind of...
Right.
Because it is one of those movies that kind of drops you into a situation where you're not supposed to know what's going on.
Right.
Which, that would be like a little bit of a spoiler if we told you, but we've already told you that John dies at the end. So we might as well spoil a little more.
Wow, how to summarize this?
Have you ever seen Supernatural and wished that it was good? Because that's what this movie is.
Now, you are, of course, referring to your girlfriend's favorite television show, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I've watched maybe a dozen episodes of Supernatural, and I've thought like 2 of them were awesome, and like 3 or 4 more of them were bearable,
Okay.
and the other ones like were fucking terrible. And this was like way better than the best episode of Supernatural.
All right. I've seen like 3 episodes of Supernatural. I watched like the first 3, and didn't think they were bad, but obviously I didn't think they were good enough for me to keep watching.
Right.
So, but yeah, in a way, this is similar sort of
It's got
plot element.
some of the themes are like you got other worlds and demons and two dudes kind of
fighting them.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, so basically it's about, the story is about a guy named John and his friend Dave. And, there's a drug called soy sauce, which, when taken, sort of, allows you to see sort of through the veil of reality.
Which sidebar, did you have any experience like that? Because right before we watched the film, I gave you my soy sauce. We had Chinese food.
I did not use any soy sauce.
Oh, you didn't use any?
No, yeah.
There's still 2 packs in there.
I know. Yeah.
2 of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe during the break. Sorry. But yeah, soy sauce.
Yeah. So this drug sort of allows people to sort of see things that are always there, but that you just never are able to tune into.
Yeah, I thought there was a really good analogy for that, where
Yeah.
he said it's like a radio station that you don't ever listen to, but it's always broadcasting around you.
Yeah,
So you're just not tuned into it.
right.
I thought that was a really good analogy
It
for
was an incredibly good analogy. And so basically,
it's like our show. It's out there, just nobody's listening.
exactly.
And good for them.
So then they discover this drug, and basically things go to hell from there. Literally.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And there's demons and monsters and bugs and just all sorts of weird shit happening. And that is what this movie is, basically.
Yeah. But like pretty funny. I mean, not like
It's not hysterical.
It's not like a cornball laugh a minute riot, but like it stays fun. It never drifts too far into the like let's take this real seriously. And,
Right.
I mean, like there's kind of like scary like weird moments, but
Right.
I don't think I'm positive 3 minutes don't pass in this movie without something funny happening.
Right.
So it's just the opposite of this show, basically.
Right, yeah.
This movie's not even out yet.
No, it's not.
That's interesting.
It is going to be in theaters in, I think, late January, something like that. But it is currently available on demand.
How long is it on demand, do you know?
I don't know.
But surely in the next week or so, people can still
I hope.
demand it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hope lots of people see this.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Super fun.
Very fun.
And like, and just like, it has my favorite kind of strange, because it's,
Poontang?
I do like that kind of strange, but no, even more so. I mean, that really, really just bizarre storytelling where, things flash from one reality to another, and it's not explained so minutely that life is sucked out of it. Like that's the kind of stuff I love, where, I mean, there's like other worlds and like, just dual realities, but it's not so bogged down with, the whole,
Right. I get what you mean. Yeah.
the equations behind it all.
Right. Because I do think they go a little bit in depth as to like where the soy sauce actually comes from, and I think we sort of, I think the camera pans over it at one point in the movie, but like there's never any kind of explanation given for it,
Right.
and I kind of like that a little bit better. There's no real need to know
Yeah.
where or why it exists.
Right.
just that it does, and that it's the catalyst for everything else that
Yeah,
happens. So-
maybe that's a story for another book or another movie.
Right,
You know?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
they could go into that later
Right.
if they really wanted to delve. But yeah, it would maybe like set back the breakneck speed of action, like you were talking about earlier,
Right.
how fast paced it is. And if they screeched to a halt and explained all that stuff.
Right. So yeah, I think kind of wanted the movie to go on for like another half hour or so.
Really?
Yeah.
I felt the end coming,
Right.
and so I was like, all right, it's they're wrapping it up. But yeah, I mean, I could have watched another half an hour, but
Right.
but I think it was about right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it was fine. It was perfectly fine. Just, I guess it was more of sort of a disappointment of, it's over.
Right?
feeling,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's
That's
a very
very-
good thing. Yeah. Because I think we definitely could have seen more of Clancy Brown.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. He did some stuff, but I thought he was going to play a much bigger role.
Right.
I guess he played a big role. He just wasn't on screen a lot.
Right. Yeah. I felt even the very ending was just sort of. I mean, it was fun, but it was just bizarre.
Right.
But prior to that, like the ending of the actual like story that
Right.
that was being told, because throughout the movie, like we're bouncing back and forth between the David Wong character being interviewed by Paul Giamatti's character in a Chinese restaurant, and then like the bulk of the movie is like the story that he's telling.
Yeah. So it's kind of a flashback.
Right. So the ending of that story I thought was a little bit weak,
Okay.
you know. But I mean, obviously it was still fun.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I think in a movie like this, that's probably the most important thing.
Yeah. It's acceptable as long as it's fun. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I did think, and this may just be a fault of like a low budget, but like everything seemed very CG and like filmed on a green screen kind of
Right,
thing in
yeah.
that last 20 minutes or so of this movie.
Yeah, for sure.
And then that took a little bit away.
Yeah.
It was a little bit distracting.
I mean, it kind of did, but at the same time, since it was such a like tongue-in-cheek fun movie, like
Right.
it kind of fit. I mean, like the second half of the movie, or like the last third of the movie, totally reminded me of a Guar movie, and I've been watching Guar movies a lot lately,
Right.
and they always use like super obvious green screens, and
Right,
they
right.
do not try to hide that at all.
Right.
And like, I thought maybe they were going for the same effect, like, what the hell, like this
Yeah.
is just fun.
I'm guessing it was just a limitation of budget.
It could, it could,
But, at the same time, I totally see what you're saying, though, at the same time.
like it adds a certain tone
A
or
little bit,
effect
yeah,
to it,
yeah.
like where it's not as it's not trying too hard to like
Right.
conceal the man behind the curtain.
Right.
I did notice a name in the credits, Danny Carey.
Okay.
Who's that? He's one of the producers.
I don't know. If it's the same Danny Carey, then that's the drummer for Tool.
That's what I was thinking. Is that possible?
I don't know. I think so.
There's like two. I think it was like Paul Giamatti and Danny Carey were the producers or
Yeah.
something.
It's got to be more than one Danny Carey in the world, right?
I'd imagine so, but I know he like. Well, it's not. It's the guitar player that does like sci-fi writing, isn't it?
Adam Jones used to be a special effects guy.
Okay.
Like when he worked for Stan Winston, I think he did like some work on like Jurassic Park.
Yeah. And didn't one of them write some like 30 Days of Night X-Files comic or something?
Oh yeah, it was Adam Jones.
That was Adam Jones as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, then maybe it's a different guy then.
Yeah,
Yeah. I just noticed the name and
right.
was curious.
I saw the name Daniel Roebuck in the credits, but I did not recognize him in any role in the movie.
Who's Danny Robot?
He's one of those guys.
Okay.
I couldn't even specifically tell you anything that he's been in. I think he's been in I think he was definitely in The Devil's Rejects,
Oh, okay.
but that's.
So he's probably in some older 70s horror movies then if Rob
I
Zombie.
don't think he's that old.
Oh,
I
really?
think he's definitely 80s, 90s.
Okay.
But yeah, he's kind of a chubby, kind of fresh-faced looking guy.
Huh.
But like I honestly did not recognize him at all
Huh. Yeah.
if he was in this movie. But he was.
I don't know who it was, but I love the guy that played the cop with the mustache. That guy, like the first time I saw him when he was just standing there, I was like, man, that guy has an amazing face. And then it turns out he's in one of like what I think is one of the better scenes of the movie. There's a hilarious fight scene involving this cop with a awesome mustache. And the mustache even, plays a part in the fight too.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah.
That was one of the scenes that I definitely remembered from the book.
Okay.
Like, I was looking forward to that happening.
That was awesome.
The main detective in the story, of course, was in our other alternate movie pick for this week.
Was he?
He was in Super 8.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he was the scientist in Super 8.
Really?
So,
That was that guy?
Yeah.
Huh.
Also the professor from Gremlins.
That's where it was. I was like, was he in like some cop show in the 80s or something? Okay. Because I was trying to picture him with like, more like of an 80s haircut and like no gray stubble.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's who he was, yeah. Awesome.
And that pretty much is it for recognizable actors.
Yeah, which is great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think if we would have had, like, hot young actors playing the two leads, it probably would have taken us out a little bit.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Because, I mean, they were just supposed to be normal little dudes and,
Right.
If it was like Ashton Kutcher and,
Right.
Jamie Foxx, it would have been a little weird. Yeah, pretty awesome, pretty fun movie.
Pretty fun. Yeah.
It kind of makes me want to read the books, but at least the sequel, yeah.
Right. But again, there's
more to the book.
more to the book than there was in this movie. Yeah. Like, obviously, like, I don't know if, like, the ending of this movie is, like, similar to the ending of the book, or...
If there's, like, extra stuff before the ending.
Right. Well, I know for sure that there is, because, I had read, from where this movie ends, what the movie encompasses. I've read other stuff in the book that, clearly was not in the movie.
Right.
Like, there's a whole scene in Las Vegas, and, just...
with Clancy Brown's character?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, they make allusions to him, because he plays like I don't know if David Copperfield, sort of, or David...
No, I think it's more of a,
David Blaine?
No, I think he's more like sort of a combination between, like, a Tony Robbins motivational speaker type person and, like, a John Edwards...
Is that a psychic?
Psychic, talk to the dead kind of guy.
Okay, yeah, because you never see him really on stage doing his shtick, but you see him like heading to one of his events and
and infomercials. And,
But yeah, they talk about him playing in Vegas and whatnot. Yeah.
And of course, an awesome dog.
Awesome dog, Barkley.
Yeah.
Spelled Bark Lee.
Yep.
Yeah. As himself.
Yeah.
That says.
It was a pretty dog.
Yeah, it was a very, very pretty. What is it? What kind of dog
Shepherd,
is that?
maybe?
Shepherd, kind of. Yeah, he's got that golden kind of. I don't know. It was a pit bull, maybe.
Sure. Yeah,
it's a Chihuahua. Yeah.
You're a dog guy. You should know this stuff.
I'm really not a dog guy. Like I've had one dog in my life, and I've still got her, and I love that dog. Like she's my own sister or daughter or whatever. But I think that's the last dog I'll ever have.
Really?
Yeah, I'm definitely a cat guy.
Yeah.
But I do love Uma. Uma Gooma. Pretty awesome. Man, I've been... Oh, not to go on a tangent, I've been walking Uma in the snow lately.
Yeah.
She fucking loves the snow. we just run around the block, and she hops over like all the, you know, where the plows like shoot the ice walls. She'll like hop right over those, and then like we get back home, and I like it's like a Hallmark commercial. I'm throwing snowballs at her and like, you know, kicking snow at her, and she's like nipping at me and wagging her tail, and we're adorable together. It's basically what I'm getting down to.
That sounds adorable.
Sorry, ladies, I'm taken.
Bayuma.
But yeah, Bayuma.
The dog.
But her
Not
life.
Thurman.
Yeah, no. But you know, dogs' lifespans aren't as long as humans, so
Right.
at some point I'll be available again.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Of course, you'll be sad.
Oh yeah, I'll need some cheering up.
There you go. Yeah.
So bring your titties over and cheer me up, ladies. But not now.
No,
I'm taken.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dear God, woman, keep it in your pants.
In your shirt.
Or wherever.
Yeah.
Wherever you want to keep it's fine. But yeah, sorry about the tangent there.
It's all right. It's all right. We got hours to fill.
Hours. Oh my gosh. Maybe we could talk about the Holocaust. We clearly know a lot about it. I've never been so embarrassed. Like after we did after we finished the Christmas episode, which if you didn't listen to the Christmas episode, we proved exactly how stupid we are by trying to guess how many Jews were attempted to be exterminated, basically.
Yeah.
And we're off by millions. Yeah.
We're dumb.
But as I said, like honestly, like once somebody kills a few hundred people, like it's such a large number of people to kill that my mind like stops like wrapping itself around it as a fact, and it's more like it's just hard to fathom that someone could kill hundreds of people,
right.
let alone thousands or millions. So it's just, yeah, it's overwhelming at that point. That's my defense at least. Yeah, that and we're idiots.
Yeah.
So listen to the Christmas episode and laugh at how fucking stupid we are.
Right. Just don't send us any angry letters or anything like that, because
we're not anti-Semitic.
Exactly.
We're just retarded. Yeah,
exactly.
I still eat bagels.
Right.
Yeah. I watch Woody Allen movies. You know. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, John dies at the end. Is there anything else?
Man, not really. I mean, it's one of those movies that's so original and bizarre.
This is definitely going to be one of those things this is going to be one of those slow burn kind of movies that's going to take a while to find an audience, I think.
It seems like it.
Yeah. But I think once it does, like, it's definitely going to be like a major, like, cult kind of movie.
Exactly, yeah. It'd be like, I'm sure the first time people watched, I don't know, Army of Darkness that weren't already fans of the Evil Dead series, they were like, this is bizarre, but yeah, it's in that category. It's like, it's funny and like smart, but not like too heady at the same time. It's a really good mix of movie elements that make a fun movie.
Yeah.
So if you like fun, this is the movie for you. If you don't like fun, you should skip it.
Yeah, probably.
Because it's pretty fun.
I mean, also, if you're not a fan of horror movies, you should probably skip it, maybe, because it is a horror movie.
I mean, you know, I could see that, but I could also see like not that I equate, not that like Gwar is the only thing in life that I understand and like have to equate everything to it, but it's like me and my brother went to see Gwar in the 90s play live.
Yeah.
My brother was not a fan at all, but he thought it was so fun that he really enjoyed it. And I think this is the same kind of thing where, I mean, it's not about the horror, it just has some horror in it. Just like Gwar is not about the metal, they happen to be a metal band at the same time. Right. And I think people that don't like horror could like it as long as they just like fun, insano movies.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it all depends on because there's some gore to it and all that, but
yeah, there's like some vomit and some.
Yeah, there was some pretty realistic looking puke.
While we're reading our Chinese food.
Yeah. Usually, like, that's not a thing that I like. Like, I know your girlfriend is like super against
That's kind of like the one thing she doesn't want to see in the movies.
Yeah, but
We're talking about Uma, of course.
right. Yeah. But yeah, the one in this movie was a little too much for me.
It was really gratuitous.
Yeah.
But on top of that, yeah, there are like some exploding heads and some rotting corpses and chopped up bits. And,
Right.
But it's all done in a pretty fun way for the most part.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely never like really dark or serious. Or anything like
Yeah.
that.
It meanders close to that edge, but it doesn't go over it.
Right. So yeah, it's on demand. Go rent it. Nothing's stopping you.
Now, if someone is listening and they're as retarded as I am,
Okay.
what does on demand mean? Like, how does that work?
Okay.
I mean, I'm guessing if they can find a podcast, they already know, but just in case.
Okay. Well, if you have a PlayStation, you can get it on the PlayStation Network. It's in the PlayStation Store. That's where I got it from.
Mm.
But it's also available on iTunes and Amazon. I think as long as you have a high-speed internet connection and a computer, you should be able to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you have something that connects to your TV, that's even better, because then you can watch it on your couch.
Nice.
Yeah.
And clearly, it's not going to show up in theaters here in Dayton.
Probably not.
But when
If it does, I would guess like the Neon.
maybe
But probably like even a month and a half after it's already been out.
right.
But I want to say it's like January 25th is when it comes out in theaters.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like a very limited engagement, so probably only like, California, New York,
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe Chicago.
maybe Chicago.
Kurt, go watch it.
Yeah. Or just get it on demand now.
Yeah. Why would you wait?
Exactly. I mean, here we are. It's a movie that literally just came out. Like 2 days ago it came out.
Yeah.
And then we got it on my TV, and we had Chinese food, and we sat in a comfy couch.
How
And
great was that?
There was no people behind us talking
Oh.
or in front of
No
us. or
texting.
nothing like that.
Right. Didn't have to leave the house.
Exactly.
I mean, we did to get the Chinese food.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we could have ordered delivery if we wanted to.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
We're stupid.
We could pause it when we needed to go take a bathroom break.
Yeah.
On demand, I'm sorry, but it's the future.
I agree. It's the present.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a little pricey still.
Mhm.
Like this costs $11 to rent.
But you don't just get a one watch. You can get it for like
24
24 hours. Yeah. That's cool.
Like once you download it, like it stays on your. Like I downloaded it. I could have streamed it, but I don't like taking chances with that.
Right.
But I downloaded it. It stays in the system for 30 days until you watch it, and then once you watch it, then you have 24 hours.
Man, that's technology. That's how technology at work right there.
Yeah. But yeah, I think a lot of movies, because this is actually the second time I've done something like this. The first time was when I rented Hobo with a Shotgun.
Okay.
It was available on demand before it came out in theaters, and I decided, fuck yeah, I want to see that movie.
Right.
And and I downloaded it for like $9-10, something like that. And my friend came over, we watched it, and it was great.
Oh yeah.
And then I bought it on a Blu-ray,
Sweet.
like I'm going to do with this movie
Sweet.
whenever it comes out.
Support them.
Yeah. And maybe someday I'll even finish reading that book.
Yeah. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah. Or maybe once I finish reading Hellblazer.
Yeah. How far along are you in
I'm about 15 issues away from the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think we just ordered number 300 last
Yep.
week, so it's been printed right now.
Yep.
Stapled, maybe even.
So yeah, I think a lot of, because obviously this is a movie that is hard to market.
Yeah.
And hard, because I'm just trying to listen to us try to describe it is bad enough. Yeah.
But I mean, that could happen if we were talking about an episode of the Curious George cartoon.
That's true. Yeah. But yeah, I think definitely for independent films that don't have any sort of real obvious hook to it with no real major stars attached. I think a lot of movies are going to start doing this kind of on-demand thing from now on, and hopefully it works out for them.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I would have seen this movie in a theater, but, like, I don't think it's ever going to come anywhere near
Yeah,
here.
probably not.
So, I think it's an awesome thing that is happening, and look forward to seeing it more to the point where maybe the price will drop for a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, like $6 or something.
Yeah. Like, obviously, I don't mind paying the $11, but,
You would do it more often.
I would do it definitely more often.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
If it was cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah. So, John dies at the end.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. On demand. Go get it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with him. I agree with this man.
Let's take a break.
Yeah, let's do that.
Better slave to the grabber, end up missing it. You know we never get to do it like this again. Across the face, I'm dripping in sweat again. Now and again, the feelings be setting. If you don't bring it down, break down jettison. Ties of the bomb, they're pulling and pushing it. Now and again, the feeling be mushing it. Hard as a rock, original musicians. At the club, we drain the cup. Pump it up in the truck. Swarm of freaks, a rocket jump up. Sneaking in spirits, keep it crunked up. Crunked up. Keeping them crunked up, crunked up. Got me rolling the trouble, killing the animal. It's a double up and no beating up the digital. Laying a full track, so get hold on. Back in the pole, rocking your floor. The floor for some more. Tag them, dump them through the door. Packed in at capacity, fidelity and unity. Area begins to shrink. Kids are drowning in the drink. In the drinking frequency, pounding on with melodies. Crunked up, keeping them crunked up. Crunked up, keeping them crunked up. Crunked up, keeping them crunked up. Crunked up. You got me rolling the trouble, killing the animal. It's a double up and no beating up the digital. Laying a full track, something hold on. Back in the pole, rocking your floor. At the club and fog it up. Pump it up in the truck. Soul freeze, rocking jump up. Singing his spirits, keep it crunked up. Fog it up in the truck. Keep it crunked up. Keeping it crunked up.
Hi, people. Hi, friends of ours. Welcome back to Gutter Trash.
Whoa.
How are you?
Oh, me or them?
Anybody wants to answer.
Okay.
I guess you.
Oh, then I'm fine.
Okay. Are you enjoying the snowstorm we've been having? But you love the snow. You're always praying for snow.
I'm praying against snow. Yeah, it's not been fun.
Yeah?
Yeah. So, because we had a major snowstorm Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, which was the day after Christmas, which was the day I had to go back to work.
That's convenient.
Yeah.
You didn't plan that well.
I did not. But yeah, like we made it to work, and we made it to work relatively on time. But I think that was due to like a weird combination because like we never went above like 40 going to work.
Right.
Wow. But I think like there was like a weird combination of that and the fact that there wasn't actually a lot of traffic going on anyway.
Yeah.
Because snowstorm or not, I think a lot of people were still just sort of on holiday vacation and everything like that. So traffic wasn't insane. And so we managed to make it to work, and like it wasn't really snowing down in Cincinnati at all. But we still got sent home early, and it took actually like about twice as long to get home that afternoon. And then otherwise, it's been fine.
Yeah, that was the worst of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it snowed a little bit more, like a couple more inches, like
Saturday night,
Friday night.
Yeah. Yeah, much to your girlfriend's smug delight.
Yeah, she loves it. Well, I was mentioning earlier, she loves playing in the snow.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to leave early Wednesday as well.
Yeah.
That was cool. We closed at 5. Actually, I did end up just staying there for like 2 more hours. So I basically stayed there till we would have closed anyway, just because I had to do the paperwork and I was putting it off.
Right.
And I was like, I'll just do it on, like Christmas Day. And then I was like, nah, I'm not going to do it on Christmas Day. So I had to stay there. But yeah, it's been nice. I like the snow.
I do not. But yeah, you and I and your lady friend went out for dinner on Friday night.
Yeah.
And I was being cocky and saying that it was not going to snow again. And as soon as I got home, there was a message from your lady friend saying that I predicted that there would be no snow, and that there was snow, and Mother Nature was basically telling me to fuck us.
Yeah, I think literally, like, we walked out of the restaurant and you're like, it's not gonna snow, and then like as if on cue, we saw like a flurry like fall off, like from where the roof was, and we thought maybe it blew off the roof, but then we looked at the like lamp post and you could tell there was more coming. It was pretty funny.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I don't mind if it doesn't snow anymore. I just like to get a little bit of the wintry goodness in.
I'm good with cold, but that's it.
I got to chop ice today. That was fun at the end of the driveway. Like somebody walked down our driveway or down our sidewalk with a snowblower apparently, and like, but it like basically made an ice wall in front of our driveway, and like nobody walks on that sidewalk, like not even the mailman. He just walks across all the yards.
Right.
So I don't know why they bothered to do that.
Oh well, but for safety.
Yeah. But yeah, so I kind of liked playing in the ice. That was fun.
I stayed in all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cold out.
It is cold out.
It's warm in my apartment.
Yeah, it's nice in here.
Yeah, it is. At least it is now. The other day, it was Wednesday actually, when I got home from work. Came into the office here, where our recording studio is, and I was looking out the window here to see just how bad the snow was building up, and I was like, man, it is really cold here. And it's because the window was open.
Huh.
Window's been open for God knows how long.
Months, probably?
Yep.
Huh. That would explain why it was chilly in here.
Yeah. I have one of those weird, like the top part of the window opens downward, and
the bottom opens upward.
Yeah. And the locks weren't aligned. And so the top was just open.
Right.
Yeah. And of course I have blinds, so I couldn't see that it was open. And I hardly ever stand like right in front of it, so.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you fixed it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll save you on some heating.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And it also explains why flies kept getting in.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Huh.
Yeah.
So that was a good day.
Yeah, sure.
Staying inside. I mean,
Yeah,
away from
yeah,
the weather.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do anything cool? You do anything for Christmas? This is the first time since Christmas.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because we recorded the Christmas episode before Christmas.
Right.
Not really. I mean, we ate some food. My brother and his wife came over and just kind of hung out. And then I went over to Kathleen's later that evening and hung out there. So, yeah, nothing too crazy. Just, very low key on both events there. Yeah.
That's good. It's always a good thing.
And you? Anything fun?
No.
No.
Went to my parents' house. My brother came over around 2:00. There was an Indiana Jones marathon
that's awesome.
going on all day, and I fell asleep during The Last Crusade. And then dinner happened, and then I came home.
Right. One of my buddies was in town. He lives in California, and he stopped over Christmas morning and hung out for a couple hours. And that was cool. Got to catch up with him, and he asked me to store some. He said he had a storage area, and he cleaned it out, and he gave me a couple things. Like, I guess in the entire storage area, it was like mostly like garbage he had in there. I mean, not garbage, but he was like, "Why was I storing this?"
Right.
So he found two things he wanted to save. One of them was a painting, which I don't even know what it was because it was wrapped up. And the other one was a ceramic triceratops that he had sculpted in a sculpture class at Sinclair.
Right.
So he was like, "Can you hold on to this for me?" And I was like, "Yes, I can." And so I put it on the shelf in my room, and now I can look at it every day.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. Like, it's glazed and it has like the sweet paint job that looks like, like dirty skin, like different
Right,
colors,
right.
and yeah, like you did a good job.
You didn't look at the painting?
No, I didn't unwrap it.
What if it's a painting of him as a really old man?
Wow. Like done by someone else, like.
No, like he never ages.
Oh yeah.
Painting does.
Wow.
Huh?
What if it's a painting of me as a really old man?
Oh, and you never age?
Yeah.
Well, that's weird that he would have that.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't. I do.
Well, it's weird that he would have it up till now.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. Maybe he was holding it for me or something.
What if
Yeah.
it's a painting on stretched human skin?
Well, he said it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
He just wouldn't tell me what the painting's of.
Okay, all right.
I know the medium. I just don't know the subject. But I got a digital camera for Christmas,
Ew.
like a photo camera, and
Welcome to the 20th century.
I know it's my first one. I'm probably never gonna really take any pictures of anything other than my pets and things I want to sell on eBay.
Right.
But
Hey,
what else are they for?
exactly. Well, I mean, if you got on Facebook, then obviously you would have to take a lot of pictures of yourself drunk and flashing gang signs.
Well, then let's make that happen.
Okay, all right.
Because that sounds like fun. I didn't know you got to do all that.
Oh, yeah.
I would have
It's
been.
a requisite. It's a prerequisite.
I would have delved into the social media networking
Yeah.
bullshit long
You've
ago.
been missing out.
Yeah.
So many pictures of me drunk flashing gang signs.
Oh wow, that's so cool. What is your favorite gang sign? Do you have one?
It's this one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
If you couldn't see that because you're listening, you have to go to Eric's Facebook page and friend him. See, that's what I don't like about Facebook is like, I mean, there's many things, but yesterday at work, this guy came in and he was looking for back issues of Usagi Yojimbo, and we had a few of them, and he was like, "Oh, cool, I'll take all these." And he's like, "I'm friends with Stan Sakai on Facebook," and I was like,
Yeah.
"You're not friends with Stan Sakai.
Yeah.
He just tells you when he has new shit you can buy."
Yep. Because, I mean, yeah, I'm friends, quote unquote, with Paul Grist.
Right.
But, it's not like I'm going to go around bragging about that or anything like that. Yeah.
I mean, maybe this guy does seem kind of like one of those, kind of like,
he would
he thinks he's friends with
Right.
with him, and maybe that's good for him. Who
Right,
knows?
right.
Like maybe he doesn't have any friends. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
I mean, I can tell you for a fact that when I see something like like that on Facebook, it's like I'm pretty much just there to see artwork.
yeah,
And find out when he's got a book coming out.
exactly, yeah.
And I have no illusions to anything else other than that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, maybe someone types something funny or like something, and you're like, oh, he's a neat guy too.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't know, something about that. I just felt bad for the guy, but at the same time, I was like,
Right.
maybe that's what he needs. But but even if that's the case, it's saddening. I don't know.
And I think everyone knows that it's Twitter is where it's at. If you want to do something like that,
Right.
if you want to follow like a celebrity or even just a comic artist or whatever, you follow them on Twitter,
Right.
and then
you're friends. Then you're real friends.
well, no, if they follow you back,
oh,
then it's on.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
me and Chris Burnham, the guy who draws Batman and Batman Inc.,
Yeah.
we're tight.
Wow. Wow, that's so cool.
And I mean, like on Facebook, I hardly ever follow anyone who is like a famous person on Facebook.
Right.
Because as far as I'm concerned, that's all just for people I actually know or like went to school with or like are related to. And there's maybe 5 people that I follow on Facebook that aren't.
You follow Kurt Dins on Facebook?
I do.
He's a famous person.
He's not, but he's a close personal friend.
Right. Oh, he pretends to be our friend.
Well, sure.
yeah.
And we pretend to be his.
Because he wants because he wants us to buy his wares.
Right.
Yeah.
And he wants to be part of this show.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we should just give him the show, honestly. And maybe he could let us record like a 1 minute blurb. He could do the rest.
Far more interesting, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he sent me a message about the Bill Moseley interview.
Yeah.
Apparently, after they recorded, they apparently talked for hours and hours, and came to find out that Bill Moseley is a musician as well.
Oh, yeah.
And has personally knows and has played and recorded and seen the face of Buckethead.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that a far more interesting story than listening to us tell you about what we did on Christmas?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's like saying he's got Bigfoot chained up in his garage.
Right.
I mean, that's something people want to know.
Exactly.
What does that guy look like?
I don't know.
My theory is it's like there's 20 different guys that are Buckethead. Like, if he wants to play some jazz, then some old jazz guy comes out and slaps a bucket on his head. I don't think it's one guy. I think it's a bunch of guys.
So sort of like a Batman Inc. situation.
Like that, or well, I haven't read Batman Inc., but I'm guessing it's the same as the premise. There was a comic book called The American in the 80s, and it was that there was all these different beefed up soldiers that all dressed the same, and people are like, wow, how does that guy get all over the country and stop crime? And it's there's 100 of them.
Okay, yeah. Batman
Yeah.
Inc.'s a little different, but
Right.
But the prevailing theory is that there's just multiple Batman.
Right.
Yeah.
But people know that there's multiple Batman.
Well, they do now, but
Okay. Not at the beginning.
right, yeah. Or whatever. I don't know.
I've never read it. I mean, your friend Chris Burnham probably told you about that. Well, if I was ever on Facebook or Twitter, I would follow Mr. Dins because I'm sure he's
awesome.
He has interesting things to say,
He does, and then he posts artwork sometimes.
which is more interesting than anything he's ever said.
Right.
Yeah.
But we know him personally, and so that's kind of why I follow him. And
Right.
he follows me, and we communicate occasionally. And,
No, that's what a friend is.
yeah, and that's that's primarily what I use Facebook for stuff like that, and also to make jokes, and that's primarily what I use Facebook and Twitter for.
Right.
Is for jokes and depression, and it's up to you to decide what's what. But like I follow Eric Larson on Facebook, and it's pretty much the same as following him on Twitter. But and certain people like that, but I mostly do it just because they post a lot of art, and I want to see a lot of art.
Yeah.
And I like seeing that kind of stuff, and sometimes I don't know if somebody has a book coming out.
Right.
But I find that Twitter is better for that than Facebook is. And so so my Twitter is primarily like 5 people that I actually know, and then like a whole bunch of like comic book artists and stuff like that.
People you want to keep tabs on.
Right, yeah. And then, sometimes, occasionally, for whatever fucking reason in the world, Chris Burnham will follow me in return.
Right.
And I don't know why.
Maybe you said something depressing or funny, and he misconstrued it as the other one.
Could be. But we have communicated back and forth on occasion. Like I wrote something yesterday about how I wanted to sort of, not draw ever again anymore.
Aw.
And then like Chris Burnham responded to it and said, I say that every day.
Right.
And so, just things like that. Like,
That's
so
cool. That's
I
cool.
certainly don't think that we're friends,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like me and you. Like we do this, but
Right, yeah.
yeah, clearly.
Yeah, we're not even in the same room.
No,
Right.
nor should we be.
But yeah, I use Twitter for basically for people I don't know, and then also, again, just to try to post things that I think are funny.
Right.
And then, I would say most of the people who follow me, I have no idea who they are. But
Most despots don't know their followers.
exactly, yeah. Occasionally, I do get, like a Chris Burnham following me, or like Kennedy from MTV follows me.
That's pretty awesome.
It's weird. It's weird. Because
Has she ever commented?
No.
Or said anything?
nope. I don't know why she follows me. Like, I wasn't following her.
Huh.
And, I started following her once I figured out who it was.
It's bizarre.
And, she doesn't post a lot except for really conservative things.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's straight up conservative. But, I've never responded to anything from her. She's never responded to me.
Huh. Maybe you have a mutual friend?
I don't think so. It's
Yeah.
just, it's bizarre and weird and, okay, I'll take it.
Man, I wonder what kind of pseudo-celebrities would follow me if I was on there.
I know, right? Hey, you are incredibly popular on the internet.
That's because I have no presence on there. People like a little mystery. Like,
Yeah.
why isn't he on there? Let's follow him.
So I'll post your artwork on Tumblr because I'm a fan of you, and I like to promote you when I can.
Aw.
It-
Shucks.
It also breaks up the fact that I am nonstop just promoting myself all the time.
So,
So occasionally I can say, "Hey, look at somebody else."
so you do like our OK Panic stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And on Tumblr, especially your Gwar stuff has been getting a lot of attention.
That's so weird.
It is very weird.
Well, thanks, Internet.
Yeah.
And thank you, Mr. Schonborn.
No, you're welcome.
Huh.
And don't even ask me what Tumblr's for because I have no fucking clue. I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
I can tell you what I use Facebook for, and I can tell you what I use Twitter for. I no idea what I use Tumblr for.
I think Kathleen is the only person I know who has a grasp on what that is.
Yeah, like I follow her, although she doesn't have a Tumblr.
She doesn't?
She does not have a Tumblr.
Okay.
She will tell you that she does not have a Tumblr.
Okay. But she probably still knows all about
Oh
it.
yeah.
She understands that whole
But,
media thing.
yeah, I don't follow her on Tumblr or anything like that, but I don't all I see are a bunch of animated GIFs a lot,
Right.
and just people reblogging things, and then occasionally I see art, and that's primarily what I want to use it for. But it's mostly just weird shit.
So it's pretty much the bathroom stall of our current.
Of social networking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I described it once as it's like if Twitter fucked Angel Fire.
Oh, what's an Angel Fire?
Uh,
Is that a Misfits song?
No, it's an old back in like the early days of the internet when people were trying to figure it out.
Okay.
And a lot of people wanted their own websites, but it costs money to have a website.
Oh, wow.
And as I know all too well, having just paid my bill.
Yeah.
But Angel Fire was like a free sort of domain that you could use.
Okay.
And so a lot of people had that, and mostly it was just horrible animated GIFs and just shitty electronic music.
Sounds like a bathroom stall.
Back in the late 90s, early days of the internet kind of thing. Yeah.
It's so crazy that the internet is only that old.
I know.
Or at least,
right?
like for the everyday fellas.
Right,
like,
yeah. Like I don't
the
think
public sector.
I don't think I used the internet until like 1998.
Oh, it was at least that for me.
Yeah.
Because I remember I went over to my girlfriend's house and she had the internet, and her parents had just went out of town. I was like, "You have the internet? Let's look for pictures of bestiality." And that was the first thing we did. And then we went to a Star Trek chat room and just started like being really, asshole-ish to everyone.
Right. So you were a troll.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the first thing I did.
My very first my very, very first internet experience was looking for jobs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Then I got a job as a website designer, which was all new to me.
Oh, wow.
And then I, once I started getting a feel for what the internet was, like I never went to chat rooms or anything like that, but I discovered message boards, and DC Comics had a message board, and that's sort of where I just that's probably the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
That's what ruined me for the rest of my life.
Like the information overload kind of stuff.
Just dealing with people on the internet,
Right.
And
Spoilers
assholes and
yeah.
and I mean, like all I wanted to do was talk about comic books,
Mm-hmm.
and I met people on there that were awesome, and that I talked to, and then even talked to in real life occasionally, and it was, it was like a big part of my early 20s, and it's sort of, what spurred me to eventually do stuff like this,
Right.
which, it all spawns back to that, and then
That's cool.
Just being, active on the internet.
Now, the DC message boards, were they upset if you talked about, Marvel or Dark Horse or anything?
They kind of, they eventually, I think they started an off-topic section,
Right.
where you could talk about stuff like that. But yeah, they moderated it pretty heavily, at least in the beginning.
If the letter X came up, I deleted the post.
I mean, nah, but they weren't that bad. But we did there was a group of us who just sort of formed this online friendship, and we basically just went in there with the intention of let's see how much we can get away with, kind of thing.
Huh.
But at the same time, we were also just trying to call out all the bullshit from people who were just trying to be assholes on the internet,
Right.
And
that's probably a full-time job.
Oh yeah. And I think a lot of those people are still around doing other things. I see them floating around the internet still, using the same usernames and whatnot.
Wow.
From 10 years ago, 12 years ago. And I used to be Mr. Nobody.
Mr. Nobody.
Yeah.
That was you?
Yep.
Yeah.
The world famous Mr. Nobody.
Yeah. I follow him on Tumblr.
Yeah. But it's those group of people. When I first started my first website, I found people like me who wanted to write and draw comics, and we banded together, and we're trying to figure out a way to make online comics, and how to do them properly, and then get our work out there, and then get people to see it and recognize it.
That's awesome.
Just sort of like, encouraging, each other's creativity and,
Right,
doing stuff like that. And it all fell apart. But, it was good while it lasted.
Right.
And it was, like I see a lot of the stuff that is out there now, and I was like, wow, I was at the forefront of some of that shit,
Right.
like webcomics and even podcasting.
Yeah.
Because my former partner and I, we would record conversations like this, like reviewing a movie or reviewing a comic or something, and we would just talk and record it in like a little tiny mini tape recorder.
Right.
And like this was back in 2000, 2001. But the thing was that like I had no way of putting that audio file up.
Right.
So I just had to type up the entire conversation.
Oh my gosh. You couldn't have hired a stenographer?
No. That's why there was only ever like 2 or 3 of them that ever happened.
Wow.
But even your blog and my blog, and even the Fantastic Four thing, like that was all stuff that like I started trying to do back in the early 2000s. Just getting my work and other people's work out, so people could see it. And now, others have become far more successful at it and had spawned careers out of it.
Right.
And I'm sitting here in my office with you.
Aw. But
And it's fun.
We're doing all right.
I love it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't stop doing it at all. But it'd be nice if we got some more looky-loos.
Yeah. Oh yeah. At least we still got the the 5 people that do listen.
Exactly. Yeah. I cherish them all.
2 being us.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't cherish them.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah, me neither.
I don't know how I got onto that rant, but
That you invented the internet?
yeah.
Well, Mr. Gore, it's fine.
I did invent webcomics.
Yeah,
Just saying.
that's fine.
Just saying.
That's why that check from Scott McCloud shows up every week. 47 cents a week.
Oh.
Well, we were talking just a moment ago about how you like talking about comics, specifically DC comics.
Oh.
I actually was thinking maybe we could read one next week.
Okay.
And I know we just reviewed a Vertigo comic, but I've been wanting to reread something that's an old Vertigo comic, and kind of got excited about it when we were reading Hellblazer.
Okay.
So I was hoping that we could read the first collection of The Invisibles.
Oh, wow.
Say You Want a Revolution.
Wow. Okay.
I haven't read that since it came out in like I don't know, 95 or something.
Yeah.
That's the last time I've read it.
All right.
So I'm pretty excited.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you still have these?
Oh, I'm 99% sure I still have them. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet. So you're not. I was worried you'd be like, oh, that's 2 Vertigos in a row.
No, fuck that.
Yeah. Because Vertigo is pretty diverse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
Cool. All right. Well,
Invisibles.
let's do it. Well, I better get started.
Yeah. The first collection, like in case,
It's 8 issues.
and so yeah, if I don't know if you had the singles or what,
yeah.
but yeah, I've got the trade and it's the first 8.
Okay.
Yeah, Grant Morrison and Steve Yowell.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, check it out, guys, and read along with us.
Indeed. Okay, then. Let's get out of here.
Awesome.
Goodbye. Thank you for listening to Gutter Trash. You can subscribe to the show from guttertrash.net or from iTunes and leave us a review. Visit guttertrash.net for email information, links to our Facebook and Twitter pages, and for other podcasts and websites in the Gutter Trash Network. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.